We're live!
Woo!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the AMPMPodcast.
Did you almost... This boy almost said H3 podcast.
No, I'm a huge
It's
fan.
a wannabe.
Huge fan.
It's a wannabe.
Huge fan.
This boy almost said
We got
H3
my
podcast.
audio.
Okay.
Big joke there. Just a prank. What's going on, guys? It's been a week. But it's been good. So
Yeah, so welcome back to the AM and the PM podcast. I'm your co-host, Amber.
you're not a co-host.
We're co-hosts.
We're co-hosts, but like when I think co-host, that's like unequal. When I think co-host,
What?
you have a host and then you have a co-host. That's how it is.
No, they're both co-hosts.
Is that how it works? I think it's like
Yeah.
partner hosts or like a.
Or like your co-workers. Anything co.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I guess
it's even.
whenever I've always heard co-star, because like co-star, for instance, you have
Okay.
like.
Anyways,
You're a
I'm
little-
your co-host,
You're a little out
Amber.
of focus. Come over this way. Just bring yourself in here. You can't have you. People are gonna call me sexist.
Oh my god.
So how are you guys doing? Not that there's any reason to ask. Oh wait, no, there is a reason to ask. What's going on? What's going on, my dudes?
Yeah, we said it was gonna be 5 p.m. on the dot, but
It's not. It's
you know,
5
we're
something.
we're still working on technical difficulties. Staring at Micah for this one. No, I'm just kidding.
It's true, though. There's definitely no. Like, I'm the one who's here. This is kind of in my work area. So it's like, I should have this stuff set up beforehand. And I thought I did. And then there was the mic. You muted the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's right. Yeah.
We're, like, testing
I was
audio.
like, why is my mic not working?
We're testing audio, and I'm over here, like, opening windows. I'm plugging things in. I'm unplugging them. I'm like, she's like, my mic isn't working. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What do you mean the mic isn't working? So I
Yeah.
try everything. And finally I walk around. And her mute button is turned on. And she's just like, oh.
Yeah.
So that one's not on me,
It's
but
not,
the
it's
other
not.
one's that's kind of on me.
Yeah. But so, anyways, we're here now, so that's really all that matters.
Time for some vapes and shakes, my dude.
Yeah. So we have first order of business. We have dedicated. So okay, no, okay. So I'm gonna start. Our Instagram is getting followed by a lot of vape companies or just vape Instagrams. So I mean, if any of you out there watching this are interested in sending us vape juices to try on our podcast,
We'll talk about your We'll talk about your vape juice on our podcast. Be like, such and such sent us vape juice. Try it.
I mean, why wouldn't you want someone in this sort of setting to try it? It looks cool. Come on.
It's a good setting. We got an open sign. Not everyone has an open sign, and that's true.
So we're interested if you're interested. Just we have an email. What is our email?
That's a question, isn't it? AM and the PM.
AM and the PM podcast
Hold
or
on.
AMPM podcast.
Pulling it up right now. It is twitchampm@gmail.com.
So just email us if you're interested. We'll get back to you in a very timely manner. We will. One of us will. We're both in charge.
What is that? Is that?
That's my vape juice.
Yeah, which one?
So
I know that's banana.
this is banana. This is from.
Is that a?
Oh, Micah, this is so fitting. So there's a vape store that I went to off of 23rd Street in OKC, and it's called A&M Vape Shop. So they should, of all people, should especially sponsor us. A&M Vape Shop, watch us. But yeah, this is banana.
For sure.
This is a big innuendo. But then I also went to 18 Gauge Vapor.
But we're
and
not sponsored, so don't sue
We're not
us.
sponsored by
Don't
them.
sue.
Yeah, don't. We're not sponsored in any
We're
sort
too
of-
poor for you guys
yeah,
to sue us, anyways.
Please.
Are you gonna
No, if anything, I'm advertising for you. This is free advertisement.
Free
you guys.
ad.
18 Gauge and more.
What flavor is that?
This is cooter juice.
Oh, that's cute. Oh.
Yeah, so I got banana and
That's
cooter juice.
Can I see it? I want to smell the juice. Like
It's good.
It's like you agreed it doesn't have much of a taste though.
Yeah, like I like it more with.
It's just tart.
I
What
know.
did we say it smelled like or tasted like?
Can't remember.
I mean, at first I said it tastes like spoiled milk.
Well, yeah, that really got me. I was. Like,
And it's like I had just
yeah,
brushed my
we can-
teeth at the time
yeah,
though, so that's different.
Don't worry.
Um,
Yeah, we don't vape anything.
First order of matters, she got her own mic.
Yes,
I got her mic,
we got a
and
new
so
Yeti because we had 2 different mics going on in our first episode, and that was like one of the biggest issues
It
we
was
were
terrible.
dealing with.
It was bad.
We just had like some major echoing going on, so we just decided to go with 2 Yetis.
Definitely.
Blue Yetis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
Okay.
blue.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's going pretty well now. Yeah, but we're really trying to get this all figured out, and it just seems out of focus again, though. Like you look out of focus.
I look a little out of focus, but I'm not too worried about it.
Okay.
Like I'll work on the camera angles. It's hard to do when I'm here alone because I need
Yeah.
someone telling me when it is. Because
Yeah, for
like
sure.
on there it looks really in focus,
Uh-huh.
but because we're doubling, like I bet
Yeah.
if you look at the actual window, I'm gonna look more in focus than I am.
You
there.
do.
So,
You do. That's right. Okay.
But
But yeah, we're still like again. third episode in. We're still gonna.
We're getting the hang of it, but I mean, it's still fun. Try restarting the stream or changing the overlays. I mean, why would I do that? There's nothing wrong. We're doing okay.
Yeah, it's whatever. But
Yeah, we're good.
So, first big thing we're gonna talk about this week.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Let's go ahead and talk about that.
All
We're
right.
gonna knock this out. So I think we'll go ahead and talk about like scheduling because I know the next subject we're gonna be talking about Jake Paul, pet peeves. Just then after that, we'll just fill the space. We'll figure it out. Talk about some memes or something.
Yeah, but we may start meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Oh, you've been thinking about it. I got you.
Tina's really into it. She's a big advocate for it.
Hey, Tina, thank you for one.
Yeah, Tina, if you watch this, shout out to you, homegirl.
Real quick though, so we talked about it, and I from the very beginning had talked about talking about like some kind of hot topic at the beginning of each video, just like the Jake Paul situation, or like if you think back to like the Tana Mojo thing, just like things like that. The most happening kind of relevant topic surrounding YouTube, Twitch community kind of deal. Dab on them haters.
No.
Yeah, Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dabs. So this week we're talking about Jake Paul. We're only going to do that for like the first 10 minutes of each podcast, and it's mainly meant for views because you got to be able to put those keywords in the title and whatnot and get that search result. And then after that, we're going to kind of branch off in our own thing. Like she wants to talk about pet peeves this episode, which is good. We got a lot.
Found a very interesting article you guys would be interested in.
So we're going to be doing our own thing, but we're also kind of selling out to the media, trying to get those views. So that's our schedule right now. Aside from that, we can go and talk about that.
All right, start it off.
So if you haven't been following it, Jake Paul, y'all remember him from Vine, his brother Logan Paul, not as bad of a guy, still pretty much trash. But you got Jake Paul, you have Logan Paul, and if you've watched H3's videos, Philip DeFranco, did he do?
Yeah,
did
Philip
some videos on
DeFranco's
it.
done a couple things about him the past couple weeks.
I don't know if you know who Pyrocytical is. I'm sure he did. I haven't checked Leafy's channel, but I'm sure that guy's still out there trashing on people. But basically I have these Viners, and I'm not going to go into the details, but you have this Viner. He moves into an upscale neighborhood. He has a lot of money. This kid's been on the Disney Channel. This kid has his own YouTube channel, 5 million something subs, and granted, like 6 months or something like that.
Yeah, he's grown exponentially.
Coming over from Instagram and Vine and whatnot, he's brought a lot of his viewers with him, which has allowed him to earn a lot of money. And at that age, I gotta say, it's like, what would you do if you were racking in millions of dollars? Okay, like
I mean, it's very easy for it to go to your head and become like an ego beyond words, essentially.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm working part time.
I know.
Okay? I'm working part time. I sell computer parts if I need extra money.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even imagine what it'd be like to just be like, I want a new car today.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just
like he can. It's, I don't know. And to have so many people support you.
And literally just like, but so he moves into this ridiculously upscale neighborhood, and I mean, obviously YouTubers, they do antics. That's one of their things. It's something most YouTubers do. They're out in the streets yelling something, but usually most YouTubers have enough courtesy that they're not like causing a commotion when they do it. It's more confined to like, if it's in a street, usually it's something like they're going up and asking someone questions or whatever. And most YouTubers you watch, they ask people if they can film them too.
Yeah, because I'm like, for example, in California,
it's illegal
not to.
So you got Jake Paul breaking all the rules. He's huge public disturbance, just like around every corner. He's lighting things on fire. If I was to go and light something on fire in my backyard, I would get in so much trouble. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, maybe if it was like in a controlled fire pit, but this kid's like taking furniture, throwing it into his swimming pool, dousing it in buckets of gasoline, and then just like setting it ablaze. You got flames coming up to the house. Like,
he lives in a neighborhood, you guys.
Nice neighborhood. Like, this isn't the projects. This is like
Hollywood.
Beverly Hills
status.
Like Hollywood, Beverly Hills. It's something they can afford. And so you've got, generally speaking, upscale neighbors who they live in neighborhoods like that because they're quiet. They're confined to people who can afford that kind of thing, to afford that kind of luxury. You got these like, basically it's a frat house now. Except plus massive, so
9 other
10.
Yeah.
So you got, basically it's frat plus having hundreds and hundreds of fans of this huge frat piling up in the streets 24/7.
Yeah.
You know how annoying it would be to be trying to like pull out 4 a.m. and go to work or something, and you just got hundreds of screaming 12-year-olds crushing on this boy?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what it'd be like. I couldn't sleep at night.
No.
It's like, I wouldn't feel like my property's safe, for one.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like, I feel like they need to be held responsible in some way.
Yeah,
Like-
he's. I don't know. And another thing is, with this whole thing, like, his neighborhood's trying to file a class action case on him, which is basically, like, they're all affected by this, so they're all essentially trying to sue him at once. And there's not really news on how that's going so far, but, I mean, hopefully he's going to be held accountable for this, because, like, at this point, you know, like, his neighbor's property is kind of getting vandalized as well, and, like, it's just a huge disturbance to everyone that lives there.
And I mean, just like speaking of like the whole like being held accountable, one of the most like irritating things about the whole situation isn't what he's doing. It's that people have called him out on it, and he doesn't care at all.
He has a childlike mentality about it.
Yeah, you know, the news is interviewing, and he's climbing on top of the news
Yeah,
van
and
stuff.
they say,
what are you doing up? Why? Or don't do that.
Don't
He's like,
do that.
Why?
And he goes, why not?
Like,
Why?
are you serious?
Yeah,
That's something, like, I said this earlier to you, but that's something I say when I was 4.
Exactly.
You know, if my parents were like, what is something your parents told you not to do as a kid?
Don't touch the stove. It's
Don't touch the
hot.
stove, it's hot. Why? And then you do it anyways.
Exactly. I
And
think
it's like,
that every child
because,
does
A, you might damage their equipment. You know, this is a news van. They got, like, satellites and stuff
yeah,
up there.
exactly.
It's not a
pricey piece of equipment.
It's not a broken down BMW or a
no.
broken down Volkswagen or something, you know. It's not your property, so that's one reason why.
Yeah.
But it's just this whole thing where it's like, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going to go apologize to my neighbor. And he's like, but I'm going to film him while I do it secretly.
Yeah.
And then make a huge deal out of it for publicity.
Yeah, and fun fact, to secretly film someone is actually illegal in California. Both parties have to be aware that
I'm sure
they're
Philip
being...
talked about that.
He did,
Yeah,
yeah. But it's
H3.
like both parties have to be aware that they are being filmed, or else, like, no, you're literally breaking the law.
And then the whole, like, right after doing that, he posted this video where he's accusing his neighbors of trying to kill him by taking the lug nuts off of his van, which is crazy. The fact that you're gonna do this whole like publicity stunt, apologizing and whatnot, and then be like, oh no, my neighbors tried to kill me. You don't have any solid evidence. That's a big accusation.
Yeah.
To say people tried to kill me, you know, that can be taken pretty seriously. You know, in a court of law, that's gonna. I mean, it's kind of scary for the kid, because if his neighbors decide to go to court over any of this, all he got to do is pull up his YouTube channel.
That's very true.
It's like, it's not like, yeah, you don't have any proof that he did any of this. It's like, it's all recorded. It's all there.
Yeah.
They get like a cheap ass lawyer. All this lawyer has to do is be like, yo, judge, look at the YouTube.
Exactly.
But, you know, and then the whole doxing Post Malone thing.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous sitting there.
So, yeah, Post Malone as a joke. God, what is his rap group? Is it the 10 guys?
It's not a rap group per se. It's just their YouTube kind of like little reality TV family.
They make like weird music videos and whatnot, and they made a bunch of merch for it. And the thing is, their merch goes through a third party. It's not so it's so stupid. Like, if anything, they got Post Malone's address and everything, like Post Malone's information, because he ordered a bunch of their merch as a joke, and I'm pretty sure that he actually got their information from the third party, which again is kind of illegal, because you aren't supposed to like release your customers' information like that.
Okay, so actually H3 made a video, and I'm sure Philip did too, talking about this, but they did go through the terms and services of the third party.
So you can do that?
And he can legally have the address, but what he did was he took the address, went to the address, and what they said is like, you can have the addresses of the people who order it, but you have to respect their privacy. And what he did was he went, and he didn't just go there, he recorded going there. And in the video on YouTube, he's got his address on there. He's recording his house address. He's recording his license plate.
So Post Malone can't really get as in much trouble, because Post Malone did agree. He was like, hey, do you want to be in my vlog? And Post Malone was like, sure.
I mean, in that situation, how are you going to say no, though? It's
exactly.
Like, you know how
but
strange
then
that
also,
is?
you know, they were recording across the street, too. And Post Malone didn't agree to that. So that
Exactly.
one he could get in trouble for, because...
It's not even the recording, though. It's just, like, have the courtesy to not put his literal street address there.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, Post Malone's probably going to
Yeah.
have to move now. Poor guy.
Probably.
But anyways, so yeah, that's what's happening. Trashy vloggers doing trashy things.
Yeah.
You know, letting fame go to their head. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We'll never dox you.
Go check out H3's video. Check out Philip DeFranco's, Pyrocynicals. Go watch all these guys, because they make a lot better points. We're just discussing the topics. I think it's just like, my main opinion on it is just like, where are your parents
trashy.
at? Where were your... Yeah, it's like, who raised you, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone needs to slap your wrist a little bit more.
You're like, I don't know. Even like, I feel like is his brother a part of that group?
No,
The 10
actually,
boys?
his brother... Okay, so his brother Logan actually made a video responding to the whole like apologizing to his neighbors thing in the
Yeah.
interview. And in the video, his brother's kind of sitting there going like, "Oh, his poor neighbors and stuff." And he's like, it's like, I really feel sorry. It's funny because in the video, and a few people have called this out and were wondering the whole thing. So in the video, Logan says, "You know what? If you're one of his neighbors and you're watching this, you should egg his house or take the lug nuts off of his van."
Oh,
and
my
so
God.
it's amazing that what I'm assuming, just like my own personal opinion, and I'm sure they'll make a video
to set it up to make it
to
seem
set
like
it up
the
like
neighbors
that.
did
Exactly.
But, okay.
So you got Logan over there on his own channel saying things as
That's
a third party,
stupid.
and then it actually happens.
Yeah.
And he takes videos, like the cops are there. There's like I think it's just the police showed up, but yeah, the wheel is literally off on the highway. And Jake's like, "Whoa, the wheel's off," and I'm like, "This is like," I'm thinking chances are like, but if he set that up and then he made a false claim saying literally, and I quote, "My neighbors tried to kill me. They literally tried to murder us." Saying that after setting something up, that's probably illegal. That's slander.
Yeah.
That's slander. Not only that, but you've also created a situation where it's like they know where you live because your address is public. You can Google this address and go there whenever you feel like it. And you know, it's like, if any of this group, you got a group of like 5 little like 12-year-old girls who have a crush, they're like, "Let's go get revenge for Jake and go take the lug nuts off."
Yeah.
They'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it because I mean, like, it's cult-like.
Yeah.
You got this cult of little 12-year-olds, which is creepy. You're a
Yeah.
20-year-old dude, and your entire following is 12-year-olds
Yeah.
working on the Disney Channel. We see you.
Well,
See you,
no,
Jake.
he quit Disney Channel, so.
No, he didn't quit. He got fired.
Okay, he's
Fired.
not there. It doesn't.
Yeah, but,
I get it. Okay.
Anyway, so moving on.
Yeah, we're done with that. So, one thing I wanted to talk about this week was pet peeves, just because I forgot how it got brought up, but we were talking about pet peeves at one point or another, and I just thought it would be a really interesting topic to talk about this week. And so I was looking up a few articles, and I found this one on the Huffington Post. Like, we're going to talk about our own, but this post kind of covered it too. Can you look it up?
Yeah, totally.
Look it up. Just put in pet peeves, it'll be the first thing there. I have a theory about this woman.
So who's the article by? Do you remember her name?
Yeah, it
There it
says
is.
at the top.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is a post on the Huffington Post, and the author, her name is Leah Kornowski. Or Leah? I don't know how you pronounce it. And it's titled 76 Incredibly Accurate Pet Peeves That Will Drive You Nuts. Emphasis on all of those words, she put periods in between them. And it starts out pretty pretty okay. Like, the first one on here is like loud chewing or people chewing with their mouths open, which I can 100% agree. I hate talking to people and they're just like, yeah, I'm just like, no, please stop. Or people who are late, or like people who scuff their feet as they walk. That's one of my biggest pet peeves too, because it's just like, how hard is it to pick up your feet? I don't understand. Like, that's how you learn to. And then, like, I don't know, so obviously there's 76 of them, I'm not going to go through all of them, that's a little ridiculous, but then, like, some of them, like, number 35 is gluten-free fanatics who have no medical justification.
Hey!
Who have no medical justification to avoid gluten. I thought of you when I read
I was
that
like,
one.
hey!
Yeah, no, so it's like, why? Who cares if someone, like...
No one can stand with eating with their mouth open. That's just if you did that, I instantly judge you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't judge people for a lot of things, but eating with your mouth open, that's just nasty. Like, why do you want that? Why would you want any... I got an idea here, by the way.
Okay.
Just real quick.
What's up?
Just for the sake of getting more viewers. Let's,
Okay.
come here. We gotta tell Instagram. We gotta...
Okay.
That's
I
a
guess
picture.
we're doing something.
I'm sorry. I totally meant to do this earlier, but now we're live.
That's what I
But
was talking about earlier.
what's going on, dudes? We're live on
Hey.
Instagram. We're live on Twitch too. But
Yes.
so
Come
we're
watch our
live.
Twitch stream.
Come watch our Twitch. Link in the bio. We're live right now talking about pet peeves. You already missed the Jake Paul business, but whatever.
Okay. Well, Micah, come on.
I'm sorry, I
We're on
should've-
top of the game.
I'm not on top of the game. I'm on
Instagram Live.
Instagram live.
But another one. Okay, people who groom themselves on public transportation. Do you know anyone who grooms themselves?
So I would
In
assume.
public?
I feel like that's really more
I just think of
directed toward.
brushing your hair. That's the only one I can think of. Like, what else are you doing in public?
Maybe
are you
like
fucking tweezing
I've
your
heard people.
hairs?
I've heard people who have a problem with people putting makeup on in public and stuff.
Yeah, I know some people. I don't care.
But what
I
I've
do
heard
not
is
care.
that's really more confined to like, let's say like a New York subway.
Yeah,
you
and
got,
that's where I
like-
think this person lives. Is in
That's
the
what I would
city.
assume. Working for the Huffington Toast, there's a good chance.
Yeah.
But what I'd say is, like, I can understand some of that to an extent. So, like, with makeup,
Yeah.
I know it's, like, the chances are unlikely, so maybe that's a little bit exaggerated. But on a subway where there's people really tightly packed together, if you're sitting there doing your makeup, there's that slight chance that maybe you're sitting next to someone in, like, a nice suit.
Yeah.
And it's like,
okay.
you know, a drop of nail polish gets on their suit. Or
Okay,
something.
yeah, I wouldn't paint my nails.
Okay,
like,
that's a bad example, but I'm even just saying, like, you know, you drop your concealer sponge or something
Yeah.
and it manages to get on a suit.
Yeah,
That dude's
okay.
probably gonna be like, dude, what the
when I think of grooming, I guess I think of more like hair based.
I agree, yeah.
Okay. Some of the weirder like adults who say yummy.
The term
Why?
touche? What's wrong with touche?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and another one in here, their pet peeves, number 60, the term touche. What?
What?
Who cares? Why?
I
is
mean,
that
I
a
don't
pet
say
peeve
it
to you?
often, but
Me
it's
either, but I don't think it's something bad. And people, 59 is clapping at the end of a movie in a theater. That means it was a good movie. Like I see people do that all the time. We live in a city with
That's-
a very popular movie theater. People talk with a dry mouth. Oh,
That's true, and it's like, I
Yeah.
know I do that because my mouth dries out
I
so
feel that.
bad.
Yeah,
Like, I have
no,
bad cotton
that
mouth.
bothers myself.
It makes
when
me
that
want to take a
happens.
drink of water.
I
just
know.
like-
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like I read this whole article a few days ago, and like the first few I was like, okay, yeah, solid, but then I don't know, like as I got further I was like, this person just seems like they have a very sad life, and I just feel bad for them. And like another one, 64, you don't clap at the end of a movie. You can clap at the end of a movie. I find it sociably acceptable.
Wait, really? At
Yeah,
the
your
end, like during the
friend.
credits? Why?
I've seen people do that. Yeah, like I went to.
I clapped at the end of the Katy Perry Pardon Me, and I saw that on opening night.
I saw. I guess I was able to go to a pre-screening of Atomic Blonde, and everyone in the theater clapped at the end of that. Like.
And it's like, I mean, I guess in the end it's pointless because like no one is there who's like
Well, yeah.
to really clap for.
I know,
but it's like
you can.
I can't see why it's a pet peeve, but personally I would look at that person and be like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the people who wrote the movie aren't here. The people, the
Yeah,
actors
yeah.
aren't here. Like at a play, that's one thing because you know the actors,
it's
they want that recognition.
fair, but I don't know.
But I agree. Like, what's wrong with clapping at the end of a movie? You shut your mouth.
Okay, another one is 64. When people say cool beans, what's wrong with cool beans? Like, I don't know, maybe this person is just thinking of, like, other formal adults, like, that's who they're around all the time, and it might seem kind of weird if it's outside of a casual setting. One of yours is people that walk into a store 10 minutes before close and make you stay. Oh, I feel that so bad. I work in retail, and that would happen to us all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding you. One time at work, it was like 8:55, close at 9. A person walked in, and they bought a refrigerator, which means that we had to get our inventory people out of the back, get this refrigerator, wrap it up, and put it into their car and everything. This was like a 30-minute process. I was so mad.
That would irritate me.
And Key, yes, Atomic Blonde is very good. It is such a badass movie. I highly recommend going and seeing it when it comes out.
This weekend.
Yeah, it's
coming
the
out this
28th.
weekend.
Yeah, definitely go see it. Also, what was?
Just going off for like totally
It's
off the
just-
article here. These aren't on the article, but I gotta say, like I was talking about this earlier, but the biggest pet peeves for me happen on the road. 24/7.
boy.
Just don't get me started. Blinkers, brakes, just slow drivers, people who tailgate you. Just like I could talk about this for hours,
Yeah,
but I
it's
think
awful.
the biggest one for me.
People in Oklahoma are really bad drivers
They
too,
are.
because you either get people who are like super fast and weaving through traffic like no other, or you get like grandmas on the road and they're
Exactly.
just like, I'm going like 30 and a 50, no big deal.
Yeah, no. It's like, I'd say the biggest one for me, and it's so easy. If you don't do this, you have a problem. Just blinker before you brake.
We are
Because
judging you
the
if
blinker is like an indication that, hey, I'm about to brake. So, you know, you can
Yeah.
either go around me or you can be prepared to slow down. But I can't tell you how many times it's like, they get to their turn. And it's like they start to turn and then they're like blinker.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, hey, by the way, I'm already doing this.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
like, I guess.
I've almost like deadass. Almost gotten into
So
wrecks
many
because of
wrecks.
that.
It's like, it's
Yeah.
such a simple thing. It's just a little flick,
Yeah.
flick. Okay, just think in your head. Flick.
Yep. Yep.
It's easier than most things you do in your life. And if you remember to do it, it'll probably save you a lot of hassle in the future.
Nathan, you're a bad motorcycle driver. I feel bad for you. Even earlier today, I was going to get coffee, and I turned on my blinker, and I braked. And this motorcycle driver behind me, there's a car, so I'm in one lane. There's people in the other lane. This motorcycle driver goes behind me and gets in the other lane really quick, and I'm just like, you're about to die. Please stop.
Don't do that. Don't do that, guys.
I know, I'm just like, please, just brake. Just wait for me to turn. Like, come on.
It's not that hard. We all want to live, and we don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
Some people might want to kill you, but we don't, so don't make us.
Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we have people talking the stream to anyone who's watching this at a later date. So if we just randomly start talking to people, that's who we're referring to. Is we have 7 people watching right now, but we have
What's
3
going
people.
on, current live viewers?
Yeah, welcome to our podcast, AM and the PM.
If y'all have anything y'all want to talk about, please give us
feel
options.
free. Yeah, like
give us
definitely go
topics.
into the chat. We're open to talk about anything, but
Totally.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Like, I don't think who's Lego last 16.
Liv. What's up,
Hi,
Liv? What's going on? Gang, gang, gang.
Gang. No. But yeah, no, I have a lot of rage when it comes to driving. Like, that's
I'm an
probably where
angry
you will
driver.
see me the most mad always. Who's Awkward French Fries? Who are these people?
I don't know, actually. I don't know who that is.
Hi, Awkward
What's up,
French Fries.
Awkward French Fries? Someone's
I'm
got
sorry
Twitch
you're
Prime.
dead,
Yeah.
but welcome to the podcast anyways. I'm glad you're watching.
Totally.
We got some corpses in the room.
I'd say I'm a mad driver, though. Like,
You're mad or bad or both?
probably both.
Oh, yeah, Micah, there are a few times where I've been very questionable of your drive.
Here's the thing. I'd say I'm fast. Like, I tend to go a little fast.
Okay, yeah,
It's like,
but do you remember? I don't know how many of you people are familiar with Moore, Oklahoma, but
I don't know how many people are familiar with my driving.
it's kind of questionable. Like, so in our town we have we have a few main streets, but the busiest street is 19th Street. We have a cross section of Telephone and 19th Street, and it has like 5 lanes and then like 4 going the other way. This boy's in a turning lane, and he decides after he has already stopped and the light is red that he wants to go straight instead of turning. So we're just going through this intersection, no big deal, and I'm just like, I'm about to die right now. This is how I die. It's in an intersection because of Micah's driving.
No, like, I'll admit, it's like, I'm not as vigilant as I need to be. But when it comes to things like braking and blinkers, I don't forget my rule. I don't
Okay,
forget
that's true.
I don't
I haven't
forget.
seen
I'm
it-
considerate at the
Yeah.
very least. I'm considerate of other drivers, maybe
Kind
just
of.
not so much of myself.
Yeah, but you should be because I don't want to die.
You won't die. Come on now. I'm alive. Jacob's alive, and he got T-boned in
Yeah.
the truck. So
Yeah.
there's a story. So we're driving.
Don't get in a car with Micah, Liz. Don't do it.
Yeah, I've totaled 2 cars in my
Yeah.
life.
Oh,
One of them
you
I'm
want
still-
to tell them why you totaled one of them?
I don't think that's a story we need to get into. But maybe we will. We'll see. After this story, I'll let you decide.
Okay.
So we're driving. This one's a lot more innocent than the one she's talking about. So we're driving along. It's my friend Jake is in the car with me. It's myself, Jake, Devin, and one other person.
You can never remember who that person is. Every time I've heard
Help me
this
out.
story-
Keith, who was in the car with us?
He'll
He'll see. Yeah, he'll be a minute. But
it's
we're driving. We're going to one of those trampoline gyms. Like the big
Yeah,
foam
like
gyms.
Elevation or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we were headed
Nice.
to. And you know the road I'm talking about. So
Yes.
there's a
Where the
service road
bridge
you're
is.
driving on, and over the service road there's an overpass that does this real sharp loop around to
Joseph.
like get onto the highway.
Joseph is in the car.
Joseph.
Who fuck's Joseph?
I remember that guy. So we're just moseying on along. We're going down the service road. Now, there is a stop sign involved, but I stopped at it. That's not why we got in the wreck. So I'm going down the service road, and I stop at the stop sign, and I do the right thing. I look to the right, I look to the left, and then I look forward,
No, you're supposed to look to the right again.
and it clicks in my
Oh, you're
mind,
supposed to
and
look to the right again.
I get wigged out that I'm on a one-way road. Because I see a sign that says one way, but I realize that I'm going the right way.
Yeah.
So this took probably, I don't know, a good 4-5 seconds for me to really
Same. Hey, stop.
just really register in my mind what's going on here. So by the time it registers, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm on the right side. And I start going. Now, when I started going, mind you, I had looked right and left, but it had been a second. So by the time I started moving again, apparently this big-ass Ford Super Duty has moseyed onto the road and comes just barreling toward us. Granted, he's going way faster than he should be. I'm going to call him out on that. And if you are watching this, which you're not, fuck you.
What just
What?
happened? No.
We just lost our live. We just lost our camera.
What? You said the camera was done with you. It said.
It's okay.
no.
I know the exact pattern to get it back up. Guys, we're experiencing a technical difficulty.
Dang,
But it's okay, because at least it's not a black screen. They can see our Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're still here.
We're still here. We're still live. And we're coming back. We'll be back in
Hey,
late.
and it's like still in focus too.
It should be, definitely.
It is.
I
see it. It's right there, Micah.
Good. No, I was saying, like, if it wasn't, I'd be upset. Like, there's no reason it shouldn't be, because I have autofocus turned off.
So you can see your little face down there.
And we're back.
Yeah, we'll get there, guys.
I've gotten to the point where I can at least get us back fast.
That's true.
That's a plus. It only happens, like, once per video.
Yeah.
And last time it didn't happen
a lot
until
of
the
people
very
that
end.
I talk to about our podcast, they're only listening to it anyways, so it's not like the biggest of deal.
The biggest of deal.
Whatever. You know
All
what I
right,
mean.
we are back.
Cool.
And good.
Alright.
Just need to remember to keep that up.
Rip. You're fucking dead.
We got 10 viewers. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
What's going on? Welcome to the podcast. We're just talking about driving. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I pull out in front of this into this intersection, past the stop sign, and the person sitting in the back seat. If I was in this situation, you know what I'd say?
Stop, the car!
Watch out,
Yeah.
floor it, something to that effect. This person instead, in a slightly sarcastic voice, and here's the thing, he had time to say it twice. And for me to respond and then him say it again. So he sits in the back seat and goes, "Hey, please don't kill us." And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I thought he was just making a joke about my driving. That's literally how it registered. So I look back at him, and as I look back at him, I catch
look at the road when you're going out.
Well, this wouldn't have saved us, but like I look back and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And as I look back, that's when I catch this flash of blue, and then bam, it's a Ford Super Duty.
It's gonna be salty as hell if he watches this.
Lambs,
Right?
slams. He can suck it, dude. I don't even want to. I'll get into that in a second, but he slams us. He totals the passenger side.
Yeah.
Jake's sitting there. I saw my life end. He's in here. He's
He's
watching
like,
it.
oh, this is bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bad sitch. It was not a good situation. So this dude proceeds to step out of his car, and instead of walking over and checking on us to see if anyone's, dead, he just leans against the front of his truck and starts calling his insurance. And I'm like, that's cool. Like, I get, you need to call your insurance. Like, that's a pretty imperative part of all this.
Yeah.
But first,
maybe check if we're...
I've never been in a wreck where the person, or I don't, walk over to the person. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Make sure, because I mean, this wasn't just like a bump in the back.
It was like
this was
your
your
car.
truck is 3 times the size of my car, and you just hit us going 50 miles per hour. I mean, the right side, the passenger door caved in onto Jake. I mean, we had glass all up in us, dude. Jake he was fine. He had a little cut on his arm. Everyone in the back was totally fine, just real dazed.
Yeah.
But he made no attempt to just be like, he could have at least screamed over at us, like, are you all okay?
Yeah, no. When I got into my first wreck, it was a pretty baby wreck, and it was stupid because I was on my way to school, and I was literally like a minute down the road from my house. Like, you pull out of my neighborhood, I turned right onto a main street, and at one point I'm trying to get over, and I guess either this person sped up to the point where they just got in my blind spot right as I got over, or I just wasn't looking. It was kind of just a dumbass move on my part. But so my mirror on my driver's side hit the side of her car, and like I didn't even realize what happened. I was like, oh wait, what the fuck just happened? Like my mirror fell off, and our car is shaking, and so we both just kind of stop, and like our cars are still drivable at this point, and like so she gets in front of me and like points over to this bank where she wants to go just to like talk about this and whatever.
Yeah.
And so like we drive over there. I'm like super shaken up at this point because this is my first wreck, like a legitimate wreck that I ever got into. And she gets out of her car, and the first thing she does is get on her phone because I guess she was on her way to some appointment for something, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit late to my appointment. Some bitch just hit my car.
Whoa!
And like I'm over here like almost in tears because I'm so like shaken up, and I was just like, really? And she's like, then she gets off the phone, she comes over to me, she's like, so do you have insurance? And I was like,
my gosh! Like,
yeah, I have insurance.
Like, yeah, but can you first ask if I'm okay? It's just the courteous thing to do. It's like,
yeah, and I was like, I was like, yeah, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to write down your name and your address just to make sure. And so I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wow.
So like, I hand her my insurance and like I take a picture of mine and everything, and I'm just like, this fucking bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh my god, ugh, I hated it so much. It was such a bad interaction as a whole. And she was like, so do you have like, do you have full coverage? Like, is your car gonna be fine? That was like the nicest thing I got out of this
Yeah,
woman.
I
And I was
guess.
like, my
No
car
doubt.
will be fine. Like, I didn't have full coverage, but all I literally needed to do was replace my mirror, which is $30. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever.
I've
But
been
yeah,
in-
people are just bitches.
I've been in 3 major wrecks now.
Rip.
The first one was the story.
Yeah, so Micah, tell the story.
Do we need to get into
Yes,
this? All
we
right.
do.
So this is back when I am a fairly
favorite
new
story.
driver, but that doesn't make up for this. It doesn't.
Nope,
like
not
this.
at all.
This doesn't even
But
have to do with me.
I didn't even hear the story from him. I heard it from an old YouTube video, and as soon as I was done with the video, I immediately texted him. It was like, Micah to Spain, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna do this as fast as possible. So
Okay, well, hold on. I'm sorry. It's kind of, someone in the chat keeps talking about the Taco Bell sign. What is the Taco Bell sign?
Nathan, just one night. So I'm on my Discord talking to my
Jesus.
friends. Or it's team chat or something. I don't even know if Discord was a thing at the time, but we're just all on there playing video games, and we're in voice chat, big
Yeah.
party, bunch of us, and I get a phone call. Like we're all waiting on Nathan to get home, and he's taking forever.
Oh, no.
So I get a phone call from him, and he's sitting there. He just answers the phone. He's like, "I need you to listen calmly." He's like, "I broke the Taco Bell sign."
No!
He's
You
like,
work at Taco Bell, right?
he's just like, yeah. He's like,
It was
I'm
Steam
like,
Chat.
what are you
guys
talking
are
about? He's like,
Steam.
I floored it out and I backed into the Taco Bell sign.
How
and
do
I
you, why?
Shattered the top of it.
Why?
And I'm like, is it working? He's like, oh no. And I'm just like, leave, go, get out of there. And did they capture it? Did they capture it on security footage? Watch the chat. We'll see what he
Oh,
answers.
Lord. Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was great. Got a good laugh out of that. Laughs and gaffs for
God.
days.
Oh my
You,
God.
you idiot.
It's the best.
You dumb. You just
dumb boy.
I'm gonna vape for that. Just
Let's vape to it. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, well, yeah, okay, do your thing. No, we gotta, like, you know how people, like, drink to it? We
yeah.
gotta, like,
You
click
want
our
to
vape.
do it? This is the most
Wait.
this is the cringiest
I
thing
know.
we've ever done in this podcast. This
I
is
don't
worse
care.
than me
I don't
licking
care. I don't care.
No one's ever gonna watch this again.
I know,
We lost
we're
viewers.
gonna lose
We
viewers
just
from
lost
this.
viewers over this.
Oh, that's great.
But so going back to the story, so I'm 16. At the time, I was working as a barista at a cafe, at a boba cafe, and on the weekends, we were open till like midnight. I think it was midnight, and so I'm getting out at midnight, and I don't feel like going home. It's a weekend. I don't have anything else to do, so I call up this girl who I'd been talking to at the time. We weren't dating, but I liked her. And so I hit her up, and I'm like, hey, do you want to just, like, go hang out and chill, walk around or something at a park and just, like, hang out? So she's like, yeah, whatever. So I go and pick her up, and we go to a park, and we're just chilling there and sitting on, like, the swing set. And I'm like, I'm bored. We should, just drive. So we get back in my car, and she's like, where do you want to drive to? So I kind of think about it for a minute. It's like 1 a.m. at this point. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go on a little road trip. Let's just drive out to Texas and drive back. It'll be fun. So she's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Key part of this story is I had just collected my tips for the day in a big stack of $1 bills. So we're going to get back to that here in a minute. So we're driving down the road. We make it. Basically, we're like probably 10 minutes out of Texas, or out from Texas.
Yeah.
And I'm not even, like, controlling the aux. We'd probably just been listening to, like, Pandora or something. I hand it to her. I'm like, you can fuck with the music if you want, because I'm done. I don't have anything particular I want to listen to. And so she takes it, and she's scrolling through my library. And one of the songs I have on there is Porn Star Dancing by My Darkest Days.
Oh, no, I remember this story. Yes, you do.
With the Nickelback lead singer, and I think 3 Days Grace, and Ludacris.
That's
so-
one hell of a mixture.
So it's all these guys put together, and she plays it, and I'm getting into it. It's kind of a meme of a song, honestly. Like, that's kind of how I see it. So she's playing it, and it gets to the chorus, and I think it would be a good laugh to reach into my glove box, take out the ones and just like, there's no one else on the highway. It's like, I'm not too worried about it. I trust my knee to hold the wheel. And so
This is another, like, just that sentence right there. I trust my knee to hold the wheel. No, you shouldn't.
I did.
Don't take driving tips from Micah.
I'm not ever going to be a driving instructor. Not with my...
No, you are not.
I'd pass everybody. No one would blink or I'd be like, you done good. You done so
Jesus.
good. You good. You go get your license. Have fun,
Just
kid.
continue the story.
We're nearly at the end, so we're driving 10 minutes out. She puts on this song. I reach into the glove box, take out the stack of ones, and, just for a good laugh. And I like, throw the ones at her, because it's singing about, pole dancing and whatnot. So I'm, like, throwing the ones, and she's, like, kind of getting into it. She's just, like, joking around and dancing and whatnot. And that's when I felt my wheel dip off into a ditch. So, I guess I had taken my eyes off the road longer than I thought I had. And in this time, we, went off into a ditch. There was one of those big steel cable medians. There's like 3 big steel wires, and it's like those wires that are like stranded together. I don't know if they have those in every state, but they have them in Texas.
Yeah.
So I'm driving a 2013 Chevy Cruze at the time, and I feel us slide off. I overcorrect. That's probably like my biggest deal. So I slide off, and I basically drifted. I mean, our car did a full circle in the grass.
Good lord.
And that's when we slam into my side slams into the cable median. And I don't know physically how it was possible, but they wrapped around the Cruze and it left crease marks. I have pictures.
That's crazy.
The next podcast, I'll pull them up for fun.
Okay.
But I've got pictures somewhere of just the crease marks it left on the entire side from the very top to the very bottom. And it's just like these crazy, like twisted, like perfect, they're all perfectly aligned. And just like these crazy crease marks. It tears off like half the bumper. Go big, go home.
Yeah, Texas does say go big or go home, boy.
So, yeah, wrapped the car up in a cable median. I had no idea. I'm panicking at first. She's bawling her eyes out in the passenger seat. She thinks she's dead. I think she's dead. We finally get out and I walk forward. The car is just totally fucked.
Were you able to drive back?
Yeah, I was able to drive back. I'm surprised a wheel didn't come flying off because, like I said, I mean, we did full twist, so the wheels were being like pushed sideways like that. They had to be. But it was a bad situation. It wasn't a good situation by any means. We drove back. I managed. What I had to do was drive the car forward to like because the cable median, I'm telling you, it is so stretched out like a rubber band. Like it was like it could have shot my car. That's how it was like. Imagine like a slingshot. You know how you have the slingshot, the rock or whatever with it wrapped around on one side. That's what it was. So I had to drive forward and untangle. This thing was so hard to get off the vehicle because it has so much pressure to it. Now that's how it keeps you from going into the other lanes. So, finally managed to get back home. I remember the next day. I stayed up all night wondering how the fuck am I going to explain this to my parents? Oh my god. How am I going to explain?
What did you tell them?
I just told them I was out driving. I told them it happened in Oklahoma. I couldn't tell them I drove out to Texas. I was just like, oh, it happened like 20 minutes from here. Just,
awful.
I told them I hit a slick spot in the road.
Okay.
They can never see this podcast.
Nope.
They can never see. I just realized this is a confession. I just realized what I'm sitting here confessing.
You are.
Like, this is blackmail for anybody who knows me.
True. Yeah, I mean, I think, Mike, I've told you this story before. I have a bad habit of either going in the wrong direction on one-ways or just almost doing it. There's one time I was with my friend Paige, and this is like one of the first times I ever hung out with this girl. We were trying to get to a piercing shop that's off of 89th Street, and so I was off of Shields, and I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Shields, but it's like two-way thing. There's like a median in the middle, one way, another way, and I was relying on my Google Maps a little bit too hard, and it said like turn left, so I turned left out of a parking lot that we were in, and instantly I start seeing cars come at me. And then I see the sign that says wrong way. And then Paige says, hey, Amber, I think you're going the wrong way. Like, this all hit me within, like, 2 seconds. And so then the cars start honking at me. I'm, like, freaking out. So I, like, turn into this other parking lot. Luckily, that was literally, like, 20 feet ahead of me. So I just, like, turn into that really quick. And I'm just sitting there, like, oh, my God. I just almost got hit by, like, 5 cars. Jesus Christ. I'm freaking out. Paige is just like, yeah, it's okay. That was I mean, that was scary, but, you know, we're good.
Yeah,
It's whatever.
I
I'm
remember-
just like, how are you so calm? How are you so calm? Like,
That's a
I
good
just almost
story.
killed us.
That's a real good story. I'll vape to that.
Oh, you'll vape to
I'll
that?
vape to that.
Cars are scary.
Cars are scary. Driving is scary.
Yeah.
Drivers are scary.
Yeah.
I think my third wreck was my most innocent wreck.
What was your third wreck?
I had bald tires. It was raining.
Ooh.
So car in front of me, it's a big old Chevrolet Avalanche. I'm driving home from work.
What's this?
Back when I was working at the grill. I was driving home from the grill. And car in front of me, big Avalanche, hits his brakes, and
You can't brake fast enough.
I hit mine as soon as I saw it, and I just, like, skidded.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
slammed straight into
I
the
need to
back
get
of it.
new tires because that happened to me
Which-
too much on the highway
It's crazy.
back from
It's-
from Austin. That was scary.
People don't give enough credit to just how safe trucks actually are.
They really are. No, big vehicles in general are
Because
like,
the thing is, I hit this car, pancaked the front of it.
Micah is
This car
fading
was
fast. What?
Cars 3.
God,
Fading.
no!
McQueen is fading.
Oh
fast.
my God, no.
Hell yeah.
Key, no.
Hell yeah. That's my boy right there. Shit. Where was I going? Oh, so I slam into the back of this car, only going like 30 because I was on that road, right? You know, the 35 mile per hour road, right outside the Walmart market down the street from your house
Yeah.
by the Circle K.
Yeah,
That's where it
yeah.
happened.
Rip.
And this car, all it did was bend his bumper down a little bit.
Solid.
That's all it did. Like, he literally was able to bend it back up on the spot, and there was zero damage otherwise. My car, on the other hand, you look at it, I could never drive it again because it pancaked the front. Like, I mean, it was up against the windshield the way it was.
Jeez.
Totally.
Key, are you a good driver? I'm just curious.
That's a joke. You think you're driving the Cadillac to... No, you're not. I am.
I'm gonna drive the Cadillac.
You can drive the Cadillac.
I'm not going on this trip. They're going on a trip. So Micah and a few of the people in our chat right now, they're gonna, what is it, like 20 hours of driving?
20.
Yeah. Well, you said you guys are gonna take turns, so everyone's gonna drive the
Yeah,
Cadillac.
the more
at
and
one
more I think
point.
of it, though, it's one of those things where it's like, but it is my car, and it's like, to have other people drive it.
No, I totally get it. When I had Paige and Heather drive my car, I would like, I know they're both good drivers, but it's like they're just not used to driving my car, so I'm like, you don't know how it works. You don't know my baby
That's
is.
my thing. It's like,
Yeah,
and I know
like,
it's a manual, or it's an automatic, so
Yeah.
it's so easy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
like-
how I
there's
feel.
something
Like, it
about
has
like,
cruise control and everything.
and
Like,
it's
you
just
can't
like,
go
but
wrong.
you can't handle it.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. You're just like, no, it's my car.
Yeah, none of y'all are actually driving. I'm driving.
Do not
100%
drive.
away.
Do not let him drive 20 hours straight. That is ridiculous.
I don't trust any of them.
Okay, but literally, you're talking about how on
Nathan
California,
just wrecked his motorcycle a couple months ago. Just a couple months ago.
I feel like motorcycles are easier to wreck.
Would y'all shut up? Y'all shut y'all's mouths. Y'all keep this chat appropriate now.
Yeah, we'll block you. Key, I'll block you.
I'm gonna
Get
have
that garbage
to
out of
start
here.
throwing that band hammer. Wham wham. But anyways, pancakes the front of my car. This is actually funny. So I get out, and the dude walks over to me. I'm actually real dazed up. Like, my head, like, hit the airbags. And so, like, he's fine. Like, he didn't even feel it. He was like, it just knocked his car forward a little bit. He gets out and walks over, and he's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm kind of standing there. I mean, my car's just, like, smoking and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's glass everywhere and whatnot.
Oh, no.
But I'm like, fuck, dude. So I get out and kind of just like throw my beanie on the ground. I'm a little bit pissed. I'm like, man.
That beanie
like,
that you lost.
Yeah,
out
that
the
exact
fucking
one. I just
window.
threw my beanie on the ground. I'm like, I'm mad.
Yeah.
But the dude, after he asks me if I'm okay, I can tell there's something else on his mind. I'm like, you good? He's like, dude, I'm gonna level with you, man. I don't have insurance. And
No!
I kind of chuckled at this. I kind of laughed because I'm like, I have comp and collision. So it's
Okay.
like, I have insurance to pay for my car.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for his car. So I make him on video. I'm just like, you know what? I was just like, you can drive away. I'm not gonna...
Oh,
We don't need to call the police or anything, but I'm gonna need to take a video of you telling me you don't have insurance. That way you can't,
Solid.
like, go overnight and, like, get insurance.
insurance,
And I mean,
yeah.
he seemed like an honest dude. He was
Yeah.
my age. And on video, he was just like, my name is such and such, don't have insurance, and I made him show his license in the video.
Dang, that's
So-
good. No, that's good though.
And I was just like, you can drive away from this. I'll call someone, come pick me up, you're good, dude. So, I mean, neither of us really had any,
Okay.
nothing really went on either of our records. No tickets were given.
So awkward French fries. Who? Do we know you?
Awkward
If
French
not,
fries.
welcome again.
This is only the second time they've talked.
No, they said a few things. They said earlier that your
Virginia.
story sucked.
Virginia.
I don't know anyone in Virginia.
Virginia. Oh, you know what? That's got to be Mackenzie. I think that's
Mackenzie?
Mackenzie.
What's up, Mackenzie? Where's your other Micah at? Oh, Ella. Who's Ella?
Oh, that's Ella. Oh, Ella.
Hi,
Just
Ella.
another one of the people from the Discord. All these people are from my Discord. That's all of them.
Solid. Okay.
Everyone,
well,
this is my priest. That's what they know.
I heard.
That's what they know you
stories.
as, is the priest.
Yeah, I'm a holy person. I praise Jesus on a daily.
She deals with my confessionals. She's a. I'm the technical priest here, though. Like, I can.
Yeah, he can literally marry people. So I mean.
I'm probably preaching my friends, or you know.
Yeah.
I always say preaching. What do you say? What is the word for that?
I don't know.
I'm certifying them as being
Administering their wedding.
Administering.
I don't know.
I like that. I can go with
It
that.
works.
I'm adminning their wedding, basically.
You're
Hey, welcome to my Minecraft, guys. Don't disrespect the rules, or I'll ban you. My dad knows.
banned. Like,
My dad owns Roblox.
Like, banned.
Yeah, my dad owns Roblox. So if you want to keep your Call of Duty account, kid, you better watch your fucking mouth. We've done good. We've really held these topics up. 50 minutes in.
Solid.
So
that went pretty well.
We got another 10 minutes to vape it up and kill. Anything you guys want us to like talk about in the? Any more pet peeves you want to go off on? We kind of just like took the pet peeve on driving and just like
what
really
did
trailed off.
Ooh,
Yeah, we got notes.
Where'd
Pull
it
up
go?
this right there.
This
Yep.
one? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Just
People
to
blowing
end.
smoke in the face.
Yeah, okay, so like, not gonna name any names, but I'm not. But like, you know, I go to parties on certain occasions and whatnot, and like obviously there's people there that smoke cigarettes. Like vaping, I don't care. Obviously we vape on this show. Like
Vape.
It doesn't bother me. But I have friends that smoke cigarettes and stuff, and they'll be talking to me like a couple feet away from my face, and they'll just blow like cigarette smoke right in my face, and I'm like, what are you doing?
What you
Or
doing
people who will smoke in the car and like not roll the windows down.
Mm-hmm.
That bothers me so bad.
I
I'm
feel
like,
that.
please
I totally
don't.
feel that. Oh yeah.
Also,
What else you got?
I watch Game of Thrones. I hate it when people spoil things for me so much. And I watched the episode. I watched the episodes like a couple days late, so I have to be very wary of what I'm viewing on social media before I watch it. I'm all caught up now, so no one can spoil anything for me. But like, I hate spoilers. Like, why you gotta do that? Like, at least have a spoiler alert. That's all you gotta do.
See, it's weird. It's like spoilers have never really bothered me.
They've always bothered me.
I don't know
me.
why.
I like to get the full effect of a show.
I think what it is for the most part, I forget most spoilers. Like, okay,
Yeah.
for instance, if you tell me something that happens in Game of Thrones, come see it like that happens in season 5. I'm on season 2 right now, just so everyone knows. Like, she's a Game of Thrones addict. And I'm over here
love
like
it.
I'm just over here like casually smoking Game of Thrones. And so I'm on like season 2. So if like you tell me something that happens in season 5, by season 5, I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah,
Now-
I mean, a lot happens anyway, so you probably won't remember.
Exactly. It's like I don't even remember what happened in the last 2 seasons I've watched. So it's like you're gonna have to like physically bring it up.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to be like, you remember when this happened? I'm probably still gonna be through like,
Yeah.
So.
Oh, another thing. What?
Being loud in quiet places. That's.
Yeah, that's a really big pet peeve for me because, you know, I'm in college, so, like, I do spend a lot of my time during the school year studying, and, like, we have a library at my school, and people, for some reason, like, being quiet in a library just kind of, like, goes out the window for them, and I'm like, why?
It just seems
Why?
like there used to be a lot more respect in libraries, but like
Yeah,
now it's like
they're not respected as much.
now
I
it's
don't
like
get it.
I guess libraries have become more of a community center now.
They kind of are, yeah.
So now you have like play areas in some of them and stuff. You
Yeah.
got these kids running around playing with their freaking Thomas the Tank Engine, and it's just
I
like
know. Like, I can't
sh-
go to the more libraries.
Shut your kids up, or I will shut them up for you.
Yeah, essentially. Like, I have noise, like, quieting headphones, and those do help a lot if I just listen to music. I'm just like, okay, block you all out, whatever. But it's
Maybe I
It's
don't want to
really
listen to
annoying.
music. Maybe I want to read my book in a library in peace without your
True,
kids
true.
screaming. All right.
I think
Spank
also,
your kids.
this is one of my biggest school pet peeves. I have quite a few of those because, like, I'm just constantly bothered at school. Like, I don't know. After you graduate high school, you kind of expect to go to college and, like, deal with, like, a higher mentality of people. But you don't.
Instead, it's dumb.
It's just dumb people that pay to go there instead, and you're just like,
You've got slow and bad readers on here. You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Yeah, okay, so this always bothered me in high school, but I kind of I gave people slack in high school because I don't know, some of them could potentially really have reading problems. I'm probably gonna get some shit for this, but
Like I can't read that fast, especially out loud.
That's the thing. Don't volunteer to read if you know you're not good at it, though. And that's the thing. These people will volunteer to read, and then they're like stumbling over like every single word, and I'm just like, just don't, honey. If you can't do it, don't do it.
See, at the same time, I also have a problem with that system in classrooms where they call you out to read. Like, I know that's a high school
different.
thing.
That's different. Like, if you're called out and you don't want to, I'm going to give you my sympathy, not be like, what are you doing?
See, and like growing up for me, I can't read. Like, okay, so for some reason in my head, I really can read fine. Like, I can read, I can blaze through like reading. When it comes to reading out loud, though, I'm having to concentrate on my mouth and my eyes.
Yeah,
and
it's like, people. Okay, yeah, it's just people who volunteer to read and they can't do it, and I'm just like, oh my god.
In my school, see, there was so many times where they'd call me out to read, and I'd be like, I'd really rather not because I can't. They'd be like, too bad. That's really thought like
system.
I've always kind of had this mentality, especially in private schools, because you pay tuition to go to those places. And it's like you better respect your students because our parents pay your paycheck.
True.
Okay,
that's
you're not government
true.
paid. It's like you respect me.
Yeah.
Because my parents are paying you to tell me what to do.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like if I go home and ask my parents to unenroll me, they will, and that's like it's not gonna look good for you.
Yeah. Or I don't know, even giving presentations. Like, I have to give quite a few presentations in college, and I don't like to do it, but I tend to think that I'm pretty okay at it, at least.
For sure.
And, like, I can talk in front of people and not stumble over every word or go, every 5 seconds. And it just really bothers me when people do that, and I'm just like, oh, can you talk? Like, did you plan this out? Like, you didn't plan out this presentation, did you?
No.
It's just, I don't know, man. It just really gets me.
I remember, that's funny. So here's a little Nick Jason. When you do a monkey dance, I donate $5 or $10. Do a monkey dance.
What? Wait, where is this?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Can we do this, please? Like, I don't even want the donation, but I'll do it for the follow.
I'm not good. I mean, Nick Jason
Tell you
won.
what,
So last week,
if she vapes while I do a monkey dance, will you follow us? That's all we ask.
Yeah, we're looking for a reply right now.
I will do this monkey dance right now. Like to end.
Who is
I'll
this
do this
person?
to end the video.
Oh, just wait a couple minutes. We might get to it because Nick Jason won. So last time, I'll donate $5 if you vape in her face. This bitch, he was so on it. Like, he didn't even think twice about it. What?
Yeah, I'll do that again, man. I'll do that in a heartbeat.
Lick the No, it's McNuggets. Don't do that.
Hold on.
He licked the sign last time for money. So, I mean, this is turning into, like, a weird sort of, like, be a puppet and I'll pay you.
10 McNuggets. That's actually a good deal.
He did it! I don't love you, Micah.
Lick the pee. I really can't reach that, and I'd have to spin my chair, and I just really don't feel like it, guys. I'm sorry. But that monkey dance, I'll do that shit. If she vapes on me while I do the monkey dance, you can follow us. Tell her to do that.
Where's this person? Nice move, boy.
boy.
I donate $5.
Shit, dude.
Oh
just
my
like
God.
give a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just do the little monkey dance. Like I gotta stand up to do it though. I feel like I gotta like really stand up.
We don't have room in our setup to stand up, really.
We really don't. Like, okay, so it looks like a good
nice,
setting.
But it's kind of
It's pretty compact. I got like the softbox lights right there. We got a desk. Honestly, like, granted, I could really move this stuff back a little bit and give us some more space. But then you would have like the bits of the wall showing.
We'll figure it out. We'll do something.
If I get some more studio foam and cover up that, then I'll take care of it.
Yeah. But yeah, so really need to invest in some more vape flavors. Like, oh, Micah, we didn't go over any memes this week.
We still got 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes. Let's talk about some memes real quick. As a matter of fact, let me just pull up this display capture for you boys and girls. We're not sexist here. We tolerate everybody.
Weak O's, boy.
Order.
I don't want to try any O's because I feel like I'll get judged for this.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and go over a few memes real quick since we have a
haven't
minute.
seen any like new memes this week, really.
Just
Granted, okay, so Twitter is like my main social media platform. So
100%,
guys,
I
follow
got
me on Twitter. It's Amber_Flow, and also follow our actual like legitimate Twitter. It's
just down below.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
can click it.
go to the link there.
So what do we got? We got another like 60 seconds. Pulling up my memes as fast as I can, boys.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting on it. Am I logged into the right account? I'm not. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
This is shameful. We're gonna go over an hour.
I got an idea.
That's okay.
You know what? Well, we can go over an hour for it to look at some memes. We don't.
No one's gonna mind.
We aren't in any rush here. No one's gonna mind the memes. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna have to remember my login. We're getting a lot of likes on that one video.
I'm just down for that.
So let me.
Get into your other one. Come on, Micah.
Switch accounts. Boop.
Is that it?
I believe so. Lit. All right, guys. We're gonna go over some memes.
Those aren't memes.
You're gonna see some personal stuff too. What's this?
What? Megan Fox naked look?
Troll face.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
Didn't die.
Our camera just probably died on us.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
That's okay.
You know what? We can compensate for this. We're just gonna fill the whole screen
With fucking memes.
with memes. Yep. Let me do that. There we go. We're live with memes now.
Hell yeah.
New segment.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
stick your head under the blanket.
Skate fast,
Skate
eat
fast.
ass.
Okay.
No.
Where are all my memes at?
Wow. Where are your memes? This is depressing.
This is pretty sad, guys. I'm not.
Can we fix it?
Oh!
No! That's awful!
That's not.
No!
Oh. We broke it.
We broke it?
We broke the Middle East. Let's be
That's
honest, like-
horrible.
Heads. Right there.
No! You know how confused I would be if someone stole my food?
You just snatched his food. Hell yes.
Okay.
No, because you just snatched his food. I sat there and watched it the whole time, but we got company.
I'm thirsty. Yo, okay, so that guy's name is oh wow, how have I forgotten it? Go follow him. He's hilarious. I love Supreme Patty stuff.
Jesus.
I'm
I'm scared to watch this.
a
When I
little
was 5, I was molested by my stepfather,
What the fuck is this?
and I loved
Oh.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
okay, Instagram memes are raunchy as fuck.
They are.
They
I
are.
like
Instagram
it.
memes can range from everything from
A Black Lives Matter group in New York City threw a Memorial Day party and barred anyone who was not black from attending. I was confused by this because I thought the whole point
This is Fox. This is
Black
gonna
Lives
go
Matter,
bad.
one of the points would be to speak out against singling people out on the basis of their race and punishing them.
What I say to that is boo-hoo.
Oh no!
Because you couldn't use your white privilege card
Whoa,
to get invited
Lisa.
to the Black Lives Matter All Black Memorial Day celebration. Wow. Let me visualize it for you. Memorial Day.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, Michael, let's end this now.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. I know y'all can't see us anymore, but
We appreciate you.
drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, a nice comment preferably.
Yeah.
But we'll take criticism too.
Yeah.
Nice criticism. Be nice. Be gentle. We can't.
Okay,
handle
we
much.
love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace out, my dudes.
Bye.